Hey T, are you ready? Yeah, girl, ready. Let's get to it. Let's go.
Welcome
Hi.
to Reality in April.
Yes. Thank you guys for all joining us. We're new to this, so please excuse we're working through the kinks and everything else. But I'm T and you are,
I'm April.
and we're going through Love is Blind season 9.
Season 9. So this is our second episode. We have already recorded episode 1 through 3. So
Right.
this would be 4 through 6.
Yes.
Ding, ding,
And
ding.
we will catch up with you all because they're dropping them every Wednesday. We're going to catch up this week to make sure that we're, you know, where everyone else is. But for anyone that isn't watching the show, but watch our reviews, we're going to catch you up.
Okay. All right. So this is a review, catch up, recap episode.
Yes.
Ding. All right, so let's start with episode 4. And for the life of me, I did not write down the title of the episode. So we know it's episode 4.
I don't care about the title. It was the reveal of Edmund. What does he have on?
Oh,
He
okay.
had
So
on.
that's where it started. It started where I call it the red carpet, where they repropose because they've already engaged,
Girl.
right? They already said, asked, "Will you marry me?" And they accepted, so they're already engaged. So they're now at the red carpet. And he's going to repropose.
And he had on red Blair bottom high waters and a flowered shirt and a pick in his head. And I know you think he's eccentric. There's something else going on, April. But we'll get into that later. But yeah,
It's
so they met each other.
good.
Um, they acted like they were. I know he was beautiful, like he loved her, like he was really happy,
Yeah.
and she seemed really happy as well.
Yeah.
I'll give her that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the point where she was not happy was when he ran back to the room to get
He
that.
went to get a sweet letter.
Did you see how he, April, you really forgive people. In
I
our whole lives, you give forgiveness to everyone. I love that about you.
what? I
It
mean,
was weird to me.
he's a track star. That's how track star they sprint. He sprinted to get the letter. He came back and it was a beautiful letter.
It was a beautiful letter. It was. I'm gonna stop there. Keep going.
But about his outfit, I thought the outfit was okay. I believe it's intentional, kind of like a 70s modern vibe. Cause the pick, that's what I say, the pick, the high waters, the flare pants. Only thing he needed was some platform shoes. He would have been cool.
That would have made me believe it. That would have made me believe that he had a vibe going on, but he didn't. So I was like, "Oh, dude, you." And let me say, these pants were tight, and the imprint was there, and I'm like, "That's kind of vulgar to me." It was like the first thing I noticed when he walked out, and I was like, "Ooh, ugh."
I didn't even notice that.
I noticed it.
Oh, so that was intentional.
And that's when he said his confessional, she gave me a boner and a laugh.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah. That was
yeah, we saw it.
so that's his aesthetic, and I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So, um, let's move on to our couple. I call him Miss Chardonnay and
Who
Patrick.
was that?
Casey. Casey.
Casey is full of
Casey.
crap.
Casey. She asked. They're in a pod. So Casey asked, um, Patrick, why did you apply for the show, right? And
Mm-hmm.
he said, I applied because he's looking for love. And then she
Mm-hmm.
said, it implies that she applied to escape from love. She talked about her ex-husband.
No, ex-boyfriend.
I'm sorry, ex-boyfriend.
And she met him through seeing his picture on Instagram. So there's an influencer vibe there that she just wants to get influencers. And she was reached out to another show, and the only other show on this production company that will reach out to her again was Married at First Sight, where you get married first.
Yep.
And he told her to do it just to gain followers. So at that point, I have no confidence in her. And then when she tried to lure him in with the sex talk,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so I'm glad you said that because I picked the same thing because he was a little agitated. You could tell he was a little
mm-hmm,
frustrated because you
Anna left.
Y- Right. Okay. Anna left. That was one. But the second thing, I'm gonna give this girl a chance, and then he gives her a chance, and then she talks about her ex-boyfriend and how basically they're in a yo-yo relationship, and he's always
Mm-hmm,
trading her up for a newer, better, blonder, bluer, prettier girl, and how her
mm-hmm,
self-esteem is always low, and she's telling him all of that, but I still go back to my boyfriend, and
yep,
he's like, I don't know. I can see it in his face. I don't know if I want to deal with that. And so she felt that. And so she
mm-hmm.
starts to say about sexy stuff.
Yeah, I'll get on top of you, I'll lick your neck,
Yeah.
and I'll go down. Well, I was like, what are you doing?
They was having pod sex, not phone
But
sex.
he wasn't ready for it. That's not his mentality, right? He
Mm-mm.
never said, "Oh yeah, baby."
No.
He was just drinking like, what the f is going on right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
He
He was.
wasn't ready for that. That's not his type of vibe. But he was so hurt by Anna leaving that he put everything into her, and she was the wrong woman to put everything into because she's all about aesthetics. She's all about looks. And what's crazy is they bonded on him telling her, I was always the odd man out. No one ever thought I was cute, beautiful. I was the Asian guy. Like, he
Yeah.
dealt with that his whole life.
And he was
And then she
relentless
went
in telling
into,
her that too. Remember how it was like to us seemed as though she had to pull teeth for him to divulge that information about him. So he's scared.
and the way she did it was like, my brother has a half like black woman, someone else has a half Korean woman, making it seem like it's we are the world.
We are
Like,
still
that's how she made it seem like they're gonna be okay,
kumbaya,
right?
my Lord, kumbaya. She did.
Yes. And he felt comfortable after that.
He did. Like this family was like the rainbow correlation. He will fit right in. And she did make it seem that way. And
Yep.
especially with the sexy, sexy talk and everything.
Yes.
But
She went in on that sexy, sexy
she did.
talk.
And he eventually he got into it too. He got into it too. But then, after they left and then they came back, he kind of like told her that he loved her because he did put, like you
Hmm.
said, he did put all his self into the relationship. And so he said I love you and she said I love you too, and next thing you know, he proposed marriage. So that's that.
Right.
That's that. That's that. That's that. All right. So the next couple we should talk about is I call it um the sparkle dynamic. The sparkle.
Megan and Jordan and Megan and
Yes.
Mike.
This is
And Mike is that super alpha male. He thinks he's so much better than Jordan, who's a simple, humble father of one.
that's right.
And he's trying to tell her, like, you don't want him, you want me because our lives align.
Yeah.
I can give you all the sparkle that you want.
The funny part was he was in the men's court and he was listening to Jordan's. Jordan has
Yes, it wouldn't
all
say that he's also dating her.
right, and he
Sneaky.
realizes that Jordan was the other guy, but he doesn't feel
Mm-hmm.
that Jordan is competition for him because
Right.
he thinks he's all this in a bag of chips.
Yep.
And then as Jordan is like running his mouth, I don't know why he running his mouth, but he is running his mouth. Mike is sent back like, hmm,
And then they do a confession like, I'm not gonna let him know that I'm the person that, and he feels like he has no competition.
no, no, he don't. He don't. He don't. But what I like about when Megan and Jordan, when they talk, she just seemed much lighter. The
Yes.
conversation is fun, and
Yep.
she just lets her guard down. So I do love
Yep.
the interaction that they have for one another.
And remember, she said that a lot of the men that she dated were much older, rich guys. Like she
Hmm.
mentioned, she dated a billionaire. You know, he looks decrepit, but he had money and probably took her places. And then she went from the extreme that to the extreme other of a young guy that had nothing. She's finally meeting a guy in the middle
Yeah,
who's responsible, has a child,
yeah,
and telling her that I'm not here for you to be the mother. Just know I have a child. He's taking care of me and his mother. We got that. You
hmm,
don't have to be that person. I love That's when I fell in love with Jordan. I was like, he's
yeah,
showing up,
yeah.
he's being honest, and it's not putting pressure on her to be a mother.
Yes, yes.
It
I
was
do, even,
beautiful, actually.
I do that, and they did talk about the vasectomy thing as well. That kind of circled back. And I'm glad he did say in a confessional that that was a selfish move because that was the first thing that I thought. I said, that is so selfish of you to think that, especially early in your age. You're not even in your 30s yet when you made that decision.
Yeah.
And that he said that was a selfish move because
Yep.
that pregnancy must have scared him, Chad.
It must it had to. But knowing that before he did it reversed, I was like, and the thing I love about that is, like Megan said when she found out about it, that's progressive because men don't always put, the preventative like care in their hands. They put in like get on the pill, we do rubbers, whatever that is. It's always on the woman, right?
Yeah,
He put this on himself. He knew who he was. He was like, let me get this done, knowing it could be reversed and just have fun. And not
yeah,
and told her right away.
yeah, yeah. I do commend him for that. So
Yeah. All right, who's next?
this situation show is a quadruple. Right, so you
It's
have
Kate,
Kate
Annie, and Nick.
and Nick and Annie and Brandon.
Yes, I forgot about Brandon. Yes, you're right.
Um, oh, episode 4 was called "A Date: The Dangerous Games We Play." I know I've written it down somewhere. Okay, the dangerous
There's
game.
a lot of dangerous games going on.
It sure
It's
was.
a lot of triples and quadruples, and it's a lot.
Yes. Okay, so Nick tells Kate, "I love you,"
Mm-hmm.
and that they have a connection, and he will fight for her, right?
Yes, he did.
And Nick sets himself up as a Christian boy, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and he's getting to conversations about religion and that he said that God, he believes in God, that God, he has a quiet personal relationship with God. That's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
So when Kate tells him about her mother just passed away last year because they were talking
Mm-hmm.
about, how long have your parents been married? And Nick said, my parents been married for 30 years. And and Kate says, my parents also has been married for a long time up until last year when she passed. So she's
Mm-hmm.
starting to feel, kind of crying and feeling real bad. This fool just goes on to the next question. There was no consolement. There was no like, I'm so sorry. It
She
was
so there's a point where she also says, and I'm gonna get ahead one scene after. She says after that she asked God, how can you be a God that allows this to happen?
right.
She never says I don't believe in God.
Thank
She
you.
never said that.
I was going to say exactly that. That was the very next thing I was going to say because she said her and her brother was talking and they questioned God. Why?
Right.
So that's
She
exactly.
never said she didn't believe in him though.
No.
unless they cut it out.
Yeah. But he no,
And it
because
could,
he even said that she didn't say that. Um so yeah, so he starts to formulate a different opinion because he goes back to the quarters to the guy and says she's perfect, 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 perfect
right,
in every way except for the religion part. So he then meets with
Annie.
Annie, right? And with Annie, Christianity comes up because he said, how do you think we're going to raise our kids and how are we going to discipline them and how we this, that, and the other?
They're
And
old school.
he's, and so they talk about Christianity. So I think he's just filling her out and see what
But
she
when he
thinks.
talked about the LTGQ community,
That gave me
you know, I think that he is
fluid. You
in
said,
a glass closet. Like this dude is.
I'm not convinced. I didn't.
I am. I am. Again, you have not seen the other episodes. This man.
Okay, so
But
basically,
also he shows up as very masculine as well. But the
right.
way he talked to Brandon that happened later in this episode and the next episode, like when she sees you, she's gonna need the EpiPen. Like I'm trying to figure out why the producers of this show are making a fact, making sure you hear what do you feel about the LGBTQ
Oh,
community.
mhm.
Her saying her father wants her to be with a manly man, him saying that I'm a size queen. You haven't gotten to that yet. They keep letting this narrative in to at the end, I think there's going to be a revelation about him. She's about to go into a lavender marriage,
Okay. So,
but you'll see it.
but what gave me pause, I'm not there yet as far as thinking that he is fluid or bi or what have you.
Yeah,
But what gave me pause that it's maybe a possibility, but maybe not. When he was talking about his mother asked him if he was gay, but that was only because he was being unresponsive, meaning that he just had a breakup with his girlfriend. He wasn't talking to anyone,
right.
da 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 da, and the mom didn't know how to approach him. So it's kind of like, in that conversation, kind of was right after he said, "But what if our kids were gay?" So that kind of give me a little pause to
But also
in it.
ask any of your guy friends that have a group chat, do they talk about their dicks every day?
I don't know.
He said if they opened up his group chat, you can have all access to everything. If you go into my guy's group chat, you'll see a post about my dick is curling to the left.
I
There are no
don't
men,
I don't
there
know.
are no men, April, that
No,
talk about where there is curving.
maybe they do. We don't know.
No, they don't. They've
We're
been
not.
all over
We're
social media.
not in the
They
group.
don't.
We're not in the
They
group chat.
don't.
We're not in the group chat, and especially
Ask your guy friends. I
okay.
want you before our next podcast. I want you to ask at least 3 of your men friends. And do you have a guys chat? And what do you talk about? Don't ask them about that. Just say, what do you talk about?
No, no, because the reason why that will be a no. I don't have to ask. I already know it's no because you have to look at the different men.
What do you mean? Is
All
the age thing?
no, it's more of a race thing.
Oh, it might be a
So
race
I
thing.
don't know what happens in those group chats.
Okay, you might have a point there.
And to them, it's fun and games to them because college and everything. They always make. I mean, that's what I say. It's a pause. It's a pause. It's a pause.
Okay, I never thought about the race thing. You might be right with that.
Oh, let me say this. Nick also tells Annie that he loves her. I'm gonna fight for you.
He told after Kate, right?
After Kate. He tells Kate
He
first.
told Kate, "I'm for you all the way."
He said verbatim, I love you. We have a connection. I'm gonna fight for you. And here comes Anna. I love you. We have a connection. I'm gonna fight for you.
Girl,
He said that right after well no, he says that. So we want to pin it
but
right
even
there.
Kate said when he said that, "I need you to be sure." Like, how can you say that so soon? I'm
Yeah,
not there yet. I can't say it back to you unless I know for sure.
right.
He's like, "I know this."
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So they meet again, and then um Nick and Kate, the subject comes up again about the religion thing, about her
Her,
mother
her
passing.
mother, yeah.
And she says again, she said, I never, I think he wanted more clarity about it, I guess. I don't know, maybe that was something that was,
But she really doesn't believe in God.
she said, I never believed in God. And he said, what? I saw that Presbyterian boy pipe up like, what? We're unequally yoked? Oh no.
And he left. She's like, "I told you," but she didn't say that before. She said, "I don't believe in as much as God. I'm trying to figure out how can a God that I grew up with make this happen to my mother and have her go through all this hurt." That's what she said. She didn't say she didn't believe in him.
And
So with Nick, I believe like his shock, I get it.
I get it too, but as a Christian male, that was your opportunity. Number one, you didn't console this woman. You didn't say, well, God loves you and he will comfort you
He
in this
didn't.
time of, of healing with your mom. He didn't never said that. And number two, what do you mean do you don't believe in God? You never believed in him?
He should have asked those questions.
He didn't do any of that. So he's not spreading the gospel at all. So when he said his soft personal relationship, I guess it's supposed to be just for him and nobody else.
Yes, right.
So I was very disappointed
I
in
was too.
too. So so it's he and Annie now. He goes to her and he's like, I'm all in, boo. Brennan really like Annie. I mean really
He
like.
cried in the men's quarters over Annie. And she just wants someone to love her. And Brendan didn't give her, he gave it to her, but didn't say, "I love," like he said, "I love you" after Nick, I think. Correct
Right.
me if I'm wrong.
See, I'm looking at Annie sideways because you're going for the first person that says I love you and not
Hmm.
going based on
Your feelings
right the caliber of that type of love. Nick just came out of the blue. Once
out
he
of the blue.
right and swept her off her feet. Well, this man has been, in my opinion, holding you down. You were his first pick from the beginning. He never
What is
wavered.
our house gonna look like? What's the door gonna look like? What's it trimmed in? Like all of that.
All of that. And I'm like, oh, they're locked in. And because he was slower, he wasn't slow because all of
Because
it.
he said, "I love you," and Brendan didn't, because he wasn't gonna say before he felt it.
You don't want no one to say before Nick. You
You
don't.
would think.
And that's why I said she just want to be married. She
Yeah.
just want to be married. She don't care who it is. And
And
that's
can I
why.
say this about Annie? For her to own a hair salon, her hair looks a freaking mess.
Looks like
It's like she has two wigs
a
on
bird's
top of her.
nest.
It looks like if I had a hair salon, you best believe my hair will be immaculate every time I'm on camera. And she looks like she woke up after a 5 hour nap and didn't even run it through. Like,
Ah,
I'm
that's
sorry.
funny. But you're right. I was thinking the same thing. Like, but I'm like, maybe guess maybe she's not a hairstylist. She just owns the salon.
She just
Anyway, so let's tie up them. So Brendan, she basically said, Brendan, I'm going to choose Nick, right?
Yeah.
Brendan goes back to the men's court and he said
Oh.
he's going to choose the other guy. It's not me. So he's sad.
And everyone's around the table,
Sad. It's like
and they cannot stand it.
they can't. I could tell how, just the interaction is very minimal when it comes to Nick. And so he's telling he's telling the group, the men, that, okay, she's going to choose somebody else. And they all, sad or whatever. Nick
And
comes,
then Edmund cries. This is the most sad man. He could never be my partner. Like,
he cries, he does cries. So while
he,
he
I'm
was
like, man, I'm so sorry for you. It makes me. I'm like, what
telling, that was
the?
his
You,
boy, though. Brendan was his boy. So anyway,
the
while
crying
that,
though, I can't get for a man crying that much. I'm sorry.
so while that's happening, Nick is
Nick
professing
comes in. Woo, I'm married,
as
and no one moves except for
yeah,
Patrick gets up inside, says, "Way to go, man."
yeah, 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 yeah. So he's
And
ecstatic.
then he says,
It's like a
"I
funeral,
didn't
like
know,
so
Brendan. I know
mournful.
you were here."
Right? Because he sees, and I'm gonna say this too. Did Nick not know that Brendan was in the picture? Was he just
He
being
knew.
shady?
No, he knew. That's why when he said, "Brendan, I didn't know you were here," which means that he knew, but he didn't see him sitting there. He wouldn't have come in as like, "I just got engaged." So it tells you he knew.
Okay. So to me, this whole thing to me seems as though Nick just want to win. Nick just want
He
to win,
did.
and Anna just want to get married. So
Absolutely.
maybe they deserve each other. I don't know. But anyway, that was sad to see that part. But yeah, no one embraced the whole Nick and Annie engagement when he came in. But the girls did congratulate Annie. So they're engaged. So our
So
next
let's get to the vacation.
wait, we gotta talk about Sparkle. We're not there yet. Sparkle
Oh,
Megan.
oh yeah, that was a lot because he wrote her this long letter. I'm so happy she didn't go with the person she usually goes with, and she went with Jordan, who was a humble guy. And I think she also wanted to. The reason I think she picked him is because I think that high life was stressful for her,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
I think she wanted to get into her soft era where let me not be money the whole thing about my life,
Yeah.
and let me enjoy the nature and the simplicities of life.
Yeah.
I think that's why she went with him.
And so she told Mike that, I'm going to choose Jordan. Then, of course, he was sad about it. But
He wasn't sad.
I will say this.
Sad is enough. He
No,
was,
no, no,
he's
no.
competitive.
Yes, he is. But let me just say this. He did have a vulnerable moment at the end, and that's what I saw. So he was sad to the point that his ego got blown and
Yes.
he was felt discombobulated, but he did have a vulnerable moment. I saw it, and I'm like, oh wow, he do got feelings.
I didn't see it. I saw someone taking for the TV.
So yeah, so he goes back to the men's court and say that she's going to choose Jordan, but Jordan had no idea
Yes. He
until
walked away and got on the couch.
he was saying, wait a minute, because he thought it was always the other guy who left, Blake. He
Blake, yeah.
Blake. And he thought, oh, well, since Blake is out the picture, I'm in. And I'm like, that's why you doing all that damn talking. Because he thought he was a shoe in because Blake was gone. Not really, not the ox was right next to you.
And did you hear my lavender fella, Nick, say, when she sees you, she's going to need an EpiPen? And if you don't know, because you haven't been watching the shows, that is a line that this girl named Jessica Kane said to someone that put her down. Beautiful girl. He chose someone else, and she said, "You're going to need an EpiPen when you see me." So they've been watching the shows.
Oh,
So they know how to navigate these shows. So when he said, I was like, oh, so you really been watching Love is Blind?
Well, some of
The
them did
exact
say they do
same
watch
line.
it. So some of them did say they do watch it. So I
Hmm.
get that. Okay. All right. So episode 5, we can move on to which is called "I Want You to Want Me." So, um,
This is about Madison and Joe.
Madison and Joe, they've already met. They already got engaged. I thought.
Yeah, I'm saying. So what you said the title was? I want you to want me.
Oh, that's you think that's what she said? I never caught on who said that.
It was her because when they revealed each other, he was stuttering. Right? He's used to more petite women, even though she's a natural woman. She looks like you and I, like if we would show up. But he's
Oh,
apparently used to size 2 or 3s.
when Madison and Joe goes on the red carpet and he proposed and he
Hmm.
re-proposes to her, and I think she said, "Do you like what you see?" Because she said it again. That was the first time she
Hmm.
mentioned that. And then she's going to say it later.
She's really
Okay.
insecure.
She's very insecure. She's very insecure. So okay.
And she's not the size 8, though, April. She's a normal woman.
To me,
She looked good to me.
I don't know what he talking about. Okay. Okay.
But
So
he was stuttering, and she was like, she wanted to hear that you are beautiful. He did say it, like, I'm attracted to you. But he never like walked out and was like, "Oh, you're so beautiful." And I think she's watched episodes again and wanted to hear that, and he didn't say it.
okay. Okay. All right. So um also during this episode, Chardonnay or Casey and Patrick also
Girl,
they're engaged too, and so we see them on the red carpet, and he proposes to her
girl,
as well.
girl.
And so it seemed as though they really like each other because they the whole time basically they was kissing, they was all up on each other. So at this moment in time, we're like, oh wow, this they really get each other. I see that. I say this could work. He proposed marriage to her. She said yes, and they all up on each other. That's what that showed. I'm
So
like,
in the confessionals, he said she was beautiful. What did she say was beautiful? Her ring.
she did. She did. She loved the ring. She
That's all she talked about
she loved the
was
ring.
the ring.
So okay. Um. So we're gonna pin them for a moment. Not
Okay,
for a second. Let's talk about Sparkle, the Sparkle situation.
Megan.
So we know that Mike is gone, and she chose Jordan.
Jordan.
You like Jordan.
I love Jordan. I love Jordan.
So they talk about Mike because Jordan realized it was Mike who he was supposed to
He
love.
thought he was the only one after Blake.
Yeah,
You
and
know, there was a third. She was a hot commodity.
she was. She
She
was.
was.
And so they actually talk about that. And he said, I felt bad about that. And but then it circled back to them about their connection and how much they like each other. And then he loved her and he asked her to marry him. And so they got engaged.
You know why I like Jordan is because when she said that she thinks that her father is giving her father in heaven is giving her direction with his son having the same disease as her father did, he said to her, "That's not why I'm here. You loving him will be a bonus, but this is about us." That's when I was like, it's not about him finding another mother. He told her Lucas has a great mother.
He did.
I just want you to be in our family. You don't have to have that much pressure on you. Because I think what this production company made us think is that he was literally a single father, like no mother in sight. That's how I thought about it at the beginning. And then when he finally said that he has a lovely mother in this episode, I was like, oh, so they're doing it together. And then finding out that the mother is married again, so he has a stepfather. So he's just telling her that take it easy. I don't want to put pressure on you. It's us first. And then if we feel good enough, I'll introduce you to my son. Because he put his son first. That's when I started loving Jordan. And that's why when you said you like Jordan, I'm like, yeah, I like Jordan.
Okay. All right.
That was the point.
Jordan's cool with me. He cool. He hasn't done anything for me not to like him. Uh,
Right.
so I'm good with Jordan. Um, so let's see what happened next. Oh,
In the meetup,
the funny thing I like what Jordan says when they talked about tattoos. He said, "Oh,
girl,
I got a couple." That's funny to me because you.
he got a whole arm sleeve and a leg sleeve. He's like,
He
I
just
got one or two.
said, "Oh, I just got a couple." You keep giving stuff away. How are these folks going to be surprised? You keep telling them. Can we get the episode? Can we? Okay, you know what? Forget episode 5. Let's just go to episode 6.
The other thing I want to say though after
Look,
reveal.
wait. This review our couples, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
But I have to say something else about Megan. So Megan at the reveal said that she got her breasts, like she had augmentation and she got it taken out, but she kept her butt. And she turned around and like, is the butt in the place with us? Like, is the and she turned her, he's like, let me see it. She turned around. I was like, so she got a small BBL?
Because she said she had a BBL, right? She probably got one that shapes it and that.
Okay, maybe.
Maybe
Because
it's
there was nothing.
curved in some
Hers
part.
was like mine. There's nothing there. There's absolutely nothing there.
It looked, well, she must have been flat as a board. That's
That's what I'm saying. Okay, keep going. I'm sorry.
okay.
Go to the next.
So we have secured our couples. So couples,
Mm-hmm.
not in any particular order, but you have Allie and Anton,
Mm-hmm.
Joe, Madison,
Mm-hmm.
Edmund and Calabria,
Mm-hmm.
Patrick and Casey, Nick and Anna, Megan and Jordan. So
Okay.
these are our couples, and now we are into episode number 6. And how does that start for you?
With Casey saying she had this "We Are the World" family, and seeing Patrick and gaslighting him. I have never seen gaslighting go as far as this woman went. Hopping on him, like doing this and putting it on the back of his head with all the snots and everything else.
Crying.
And
She's crying. We see her crying on him, like embracing him and
opening the door
crying.
and leaving. He's trying to say, are we breaking up or do you want to see me again? Like he was confused. And
I was
again,
confused.
I was too. And then he went to production. This is the most, like, you haven't seen the, like, since season 1. I have never seen a cast member talk to production as much as Patrick has. He did it with Anna, like she's not there. He's doing it with her, like what's going on. And she tells production that my attraction will never get there, but tells him it's not your attraction. This bitch was only there for followers. Her boyfriend told her to go on the show. I think he wanted her to go further than she did, and she saw Patrick and was like, I can't do it. And I think Patrick is a good looking man.
I do
And
too.
you have not seen his glow up. I,
Okay, okay.
I want you after our podcast to Instagram Patrick and look at this man. He is fine.
I already know. I already know. I
That
already
man is fine.
That man was he was handsome. I don't and he tall. Oh my God. Patrick is
Girl,
yeah, Patrick is
Patrick was everything. He was the best man out of this cast, and I'm putting Brendan second.
mm,
But Patrick, Anna messed up,
yeah,
Casey messed up.
yeah,
Because I would have married this man right away.
yeah. So that's how the episode started. It was Casey telling Patrick that she doesn't want to continue the
Mm-hmm.
process anymore. And she wasn't, because through her crying, she wasn't really giving any clarity. And like all of us, we were confused. And he asked her, like you said, are you breaking up with me, or you don't just want to go to Baja, which is the couple vacation that were all the couples were going to go on, or you
Mm-hmm.
just don't want to film anymore. And she kept saying yes, no, uh-huh. It was so confusing through all the crying.
It
At the
was.
same time, she trying to kiss him. This, I think that was just trying to relieve her guiltiness.
And then she hopped back on him
Oh,
to
afterwards,
gaslight him.
after they, because he even said, "Do you want to see each other afterwards? You know, we'll see each other afterwards." She's like, "Yeah, yeah, no, uh-huh, uh-huh."
Mm-hmm.
And so when he finally leaves, right, he goes back and she hops on him like, so
Like,
this,
I love you. I just can't do the TV.
right. So this is the yo-yo thing that I see her and her boyfriend has. They've been together for 10 years, and then he played these games with her. It's the same games that she's playing here. I don't like it. I'm taking my name back.
Was it 10 years?
10 years, 10 years. She said, I
I
think,
don't remember the 10 years part. Oh, wow. I know she saw him on TikTok and they reached out to each other in the DMs, and they only did because they aesthetically look good together.
yeah, but I just know that they were off and on and off and on. He keeps trading her up and da 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 da. So that was over
Yeah, she
some,
said that. Yeah.
some time. And I just want to say I'm taking my name back, Miss Chardonnay. I am.
You are hilarious. I know that's right.
So anyway, all the remaining couples going on a vacation to Baja. Okay,
The real excitement comes with the meetup.
right. Okay,
It's the
all right.
meetup where
Okay,
everyone wants to see who everyone was when they talked through the pods.
right.
And like, oh, that's what you look like. You don't look like what I thought you were going to be, type of thing.
Yes, because Annie said she
Because they've
thought,
all dated each other.
right. So Annie says she thought Joe would look nice. He's tall, but look, I could tell he got Botox.
I didn't
He
see
got.
that on him though. I reversed. I was like, where's the Botox? I
She
didn't see that on Joe at all. I thought Joe was rather a cute guy. I won't say handsome because he looks like a high schooler. So I'm putting that in the cute category. He's a cute guy.
He kind of reminds me of like Saturday Night Live, like Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd. You know, he that kind of quirkiness, but looks okay. He kind of remind me of that because he's a funny guy to me. He is hilarious.
Joe is hilarious. He
Um,
doesn't look like that to me. He looks like she and Zac Efron with a haircut.
yeah, I can see that.
That's Joe.
Ali said that Nick like got lizard eyes. That was funny to me.
And he does because they are the blue that he has is a really light blue that you can see the light through. When she said that, I got it.
Yeah, I got
I
it.
was like, he does.
And then I looked at him like, oh, he do look like a lizard.
Mm-hmm.
But what's cool is that Nick, because he's a luxury watch,
Watch. Yeah.
he clocked that
That
Cartier.
Cartier, he clocked it. He's like, can I get you the next one? Like, get your business on it.
I know that's right. I'm not mad at him. I
I
am.
ain't mad at him at all.
All right, so they're all meeting up, and talking with each other and conversing with one another, and then the girls and the guys separate.
Right.
So Calabria said, "Okay, any surprises?" Any? Because I know she wanted to say what she didn't say what she wanted to say. I think she just
He
said
didn't.
she dropped it and to see what happens, but to see if any other couples are having any issues, and they weren't. So that's why she didn't say anything because
He didn't say
everybody
anything.
have
Right.
sex. Yeah, everybody.
Megan Sparkle said that Jordan was the best sex she's ever had.
And so,
Allie said that she didn't want to, but she did. She couldn't resist. Megan, not Megan, what's her name? What's the one with Joe? Madison said it was good. Like everyone is having the best sex of their life. And Calidria is like, And I need you to know this. Looking at her Instagram, you would not think that she's the last one to have sex. You gotta look at her Instagram.
let me go back because I need to preface that to say what I want to say. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Calabria. Um, she said that she didn't want to have sex until the marriage.
Marriage, right?
And I understand that. I totally understand that. I think when you mentioned about she got maybe the ick for a couple of things, you said it started at the red carpet when they got married because how he ran to got the letter. But there are some little things that's starting to appear. Um,
Mm-hmm.
remember the bug? There was a bug situation in the bathroom. She said,
Girl, yes.
the bug, killed the bug. He said, no, I want the bug
No,
to stay.
I can't do it. I can't
I don't want the
do
bug.
it.
So I said the reason it's not about the bug, dear. It's about you protecting your woman. If she's scared in any kind of way, men no longer have to go out in the wild and kill bears. We expect men to kill bugs. And so if you can kill a bug for us, then hey, you're our man. I feel protected. We
Yep.
feel secure.
Yep.
So I wanted to say that because that could be like the beginning of her life. He's not the manly man that I thought.
The next episode they talk about that, so we'll talk about that later.
Right.
But
So
you're
now
absolutely right.
Now the men start to talk, so they're talking now,
Mm-hmm.
and the first I think it was Jordan that said, "I guess we all having sex at the same time," and then
That's the only thing they have. No, I think was it Jordan or Joe?
George, I said George or one of them two said it. It was Jordan. I wrote it down. Jordan
Yeah.
is the one that said, "All we all having sex," and
Okay.
Essential Egg says, "Not me,
Not me.
not me."
She
And
don't
then
like that dude.
but the thing was, in that talk, they was trying to encourage him and say maybe she wants to wait till marriage. And you actually got it. I mean, as long as you have the affection and the passion, you're still touching each other and doing foreplay and this and the other, which they all are. So you can't say that she
Yeah.
does not like him because they are doing
Right.
those things. They're just not having sex. And so he's not hearing none of I want sex before I get married because y'all got sex before y'all got married and I want to get sex too. I'm like, you big
Yeah,
baby.
Anton took him to the bar and was like, if it's like she's a virgin, I understand it, but if it's some other stupid reason, I get where you're coming from.
I totally get it. But I need for him to be honest and say, hey, I don't agree with that, or I think we should just write it out. But then he also have to make sure that she is comfortable with him to have sex. So he needs to give her that space where she can feel that from him.
Right.
So I get both sides. I get both sides.
I get both sides.
Then homeboy, as speaking of, he goes over there and puts sunscreen on everybody, and all the men get jealous. Well,
Yeah, that was crazy.
then he started putting sunscreen on Calabria's feet and
That
side,
was crazy.
and then he started licking her feet, and she's like, "Boy, this is sunscreen."
That was crazy.
Insane. So anyway, everybody's having a good time. Everyone sees that Anton and Allie are really, really connecting well. They the sexy
Right.
couple, right?
Right.
But then Joe and Jordan, they having the time of their life, Chad.
I was thinking, is he hitting on him? I literally was thinking, is he hitting on him?
I
Because
was
there were some words and things said that I was like flirting in a way.
I did too. I did too. A pause,
So it's not just me. Okay.
another pause, notation. Then I'm putting the pin there because when Joe, okay, so Joe was talking to Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
but Madison came over first, and Madison, Joe asked if Jordan liked Madison, and she said, "Yeah, he's cool. I like him." He said, "I don't like
He said, I don't like her. Girl,
I don't like her," and they both started laughing. Right, the two men
I
started
was tripping out at that. I'm like, why did you say that? Like, what about her? Don't you like? Like,
right.
it was so out the blue.
Exactly. And then he says, "I think you need to get in the sun because you're pale." And he said,
Yeah.
and then he's like, "Why is your nipples so dark?" Why he
Yeah.
said that to Jordan? Why is your nipple?
That's when I thought maybe there's some underlying another gay, like,
Madison walks away and she
yeah, he
sits
was
next
done.
to I believe Calabria and such a Ed. So that happens.
Stop. You said special ed.
I said eccentric Ed.
Oh, I thought you said special
I
ed.
said I promise you, I will not call him that. I will not. I
I thought, okay, keep going. I'm sorry.
If I did, I'm sorry. I refuse to call him that, even though he is special. But I will
Okay,
not
keep going,
call.
keep going, keep going. I'm sorry.
I will not. I
I
will.
swear to God, I heard special ed.
That's what you heard.
Oh my God. Okay, keep going.
Anyway,
So Megan is there with Joe and Jordan.
I'm still with the argument because the argument's still the same with me. The argument that he's saying that Calabria withholding sex with him before marriage when other men, random men, had access to her is unfair
And
for him.
had a one night stand. I get that.
So I totally understand his point in that, and I also understand Calabria when she said, "I want to do it right." How many times have those women said that we're gonna do it right this time?
But on my end, I don't understand the crying and coercion of I did this for you, so you should give it to me.
Yeah, and I don't see that as a coercion. I think that's where we differ.
Hmm.
I don't see that as a coercion, but we shall see what happens in the next episode. So,
We will see.